I'm just here at one of my coffee shops, a Red Door Cafe here in Kingsbury, not far, just down the road from the local reservoir pool too. And just wanted to go over this, word that keeps coming up with people about beliefs. And who did you believe and what did you believe in? And this is hard for patients because we mightn't have medical training and have all the theories of health, or you may have had some. If you've done fitness or you've done diets or yoga or other things, you may have some notions of holistic health, but really we don't have all the answers. So often we are trained, we've got a sickness, we'll grab a pill, the pill fixes it, and this sort of model. It's not going to help much because we're not actually trying to make a headache go away or a cough or a cold go away. We're actually trying to kickstart the immune system so it will do its functions and basically gobble up the cancer cells that, in my case, were very life-threatening, and where surgery was not possible, and where chemo had stopped working fairly quickly. So it's important really to get someone you can work with, obviously an oncologist, but also as a support person or some kind of more knowledgeable person on health, because it's not a question of good, bad, faith, even in that person's advice. You might get someone who's more critical of medicines and makes you ask more questions, or more critical of our standard diet and makes you more questions. Because if you're up to stage 4 lung cancer, then something you've been doing is most likely been going wrong. And we know that, 30% of cancers are related to diet, and a whole lot of others are related to environmental impacts and things that you've introduced, lifestyle things you've introduced to your system. Some of them, obviously, we know about: toxins, tobacco, excessive obesity, sugar, etc. The linkages to sugar, not the direct, but the indirect linkages to sugar. So those are obvious things, but just the particles in the air, just the stress of your life, just the inactivity of a sedentary life, not boosting your immune system, not having your immune system going. These are all subtle things. So it's not a question of having no faith in doctors or having no faith in, or having faith in a vegan diet or whatever. It's about slowly every day replacing things that harm your immune system with things that heal your immune system and boost it. That's, I know so much energy is spent, and if you go online it gets very confusing about have faith in this system, medicine will invent a cure, etc. Or veganism is just what you have to do. Well, no, it's, a vegan diet may solve your problems, but, basically it's about what things you need to activate your immune system, what's in deficit. And that's why an actual blood test is important, not just going off generalities. Someone who's a natural healing kind of expert or knowledgeable, if they can observe you, they may also find a whole lot of things you're doing that aren't activating the immune system. A very simple facts, obviously, which many people understand, is about the floating sugar in your body, about the acids in your body that promote cancer. But less well appreciated is that the immune system requires perhaps manipulation, perhaps warming, motivation, activation, which in a normal human life, might have been there but isn't in your sedentary life. So there may be a whole lot of specialist things you need to develop. So when I'm sort of getting emails every day and people talking about these things, I'm really finding there's a lot of ignorance about that extra bit, about not working on faith, but working every day through a system to get your immune system working well. And when you do certain exercises and certain diet, you will start to feel it. You'll feel like a tingle, a sort of tingling of well-being in your chest and around your body. And it's hard to describe, but I suppose those who engage in fitness understand that. Your skin starts to glow. You don't get coughs and colds because your immune system is starting to really kick up. So no need for faith or lack of faith, but just to question and build your plan up slowly about each action that you're going to do, and try and use some logic about it. And you have to enlist some extra knowledge from it. And the 15 minutes you get every 2 months with your oncologist won't be enough to go through all these things. And even with the nutritionist at the hospital, they may not go through these things. So this physiology and this nutrition health of the immune system isn't a matter of faith, it's a matter of fact, physical fact in your body. And when you can pick up enough actions and do enough disciplined plan, you'll actually really feel the difference. And and my 39 steps around that may not be the correct ones for you. You may need more, you may need less, you may need slightly different ones, addressing whatever lifestyle or diet or other actions you've done in the past that's suppressed your immune system.